So are you ready to play?
About a year ago, I did a 2025 Barbie Deluxe short, which I compressed for the opening of this video. In the short, I stated that my favorite outfit for them was the sweetheart dress with the matching tights. I found that outfit to be aesthetically pleasing, but the doll sculpt was not really doing it for me. I figured I might eventually collect her for her clothes. But then the chase variant came out, and it was a sculpt that I did not have, and I liked. It was the Raquelle sculpt. If you watch Ariane from Barbie Nation, then you know he told all about her appearance in the older Barbie cartoons. He's an awesome YouTuber that I recommend. For me, though, it was the first time I'd ever heard of her. She looks like a more feminine version of the Rhea Ripley doll that's coming out. But now, there are 3 reasons to get her. 1, that outfit. 2, the Raquelle sculpt. And 3, she's a rare black-haired, unique sculpt. So, off to hunt for her on eBay at a reasonable price, because my target is horrible. The Barbie section is 1/3 of the right side of one aisle, plus an end cap. If I want to find a doll in store, I have to go to Walmart, and the chase versions usually aren't at Walmart. I managed to find mine on eBay for $40, including shipping, which, is actually not too bad for eBay. So, my first problem with this doll is that the shoes do not stay on without the rubber band. So that sucks. It's disappointing. She does have cute hoop earrings with little stars on them. Her hair is a nice quality. She has a little partial braid on the right side of her head. She has your standard 11 points of articulation, so no articulation at the ankle, but she is articulated at the knee for 2 points. At the thigh, she can splay partially. That's another 2 points. But not fully splay as much as other dolls. Just right about to here. And she's articulated at the wrist and at the elbows. And of course, at the neck, she can turn her head left and right and has tilt. On top of reviewing Raquelle, this is an Amazon cheap clothing haul. I bought 3 packs. All of them were less than $10, with the cheapest being $8. It's a lot of clothes, so it's going to be a long video. Check the chapters. These are like blind packs. But you have a rough idea of what might come in them, but you don't know exactly. I'm hoping there's no repeats, because I've bought one of these kits before. I'm curious what's in here, so let's open it. There's this purple dress. It looks very youthful. I'm not sure if I care for this ribbon part at the top with the flower. The reason why I decided to make it a review plus the clothing haul was I needed a doll to try on the clothes. And I still hadn't opened and reviewed Raquelle yet. This one is Snow White colors. And I've actually been thinking about a cute little Snow White dress, because that Disney anime doll that's coming out, everyone's been foaming at the mouth about it, so I know it's going to sell out, like those mini vinyl records. What would make this little Snow White dress better is if I can find or sew some ribbon sleeves. Oh, and maybe I could also make it a sweetheart neckline, because I think that would be super cute. If I don't find some of these pieces to be fully to my liking, I plan on making changes to them, so stay tuned for that. I like this coral colored grid pattern on this style. I think it would look good on the doll. It's a cotton fabric, whereas the prior 2 were more of a satin with a ribbon or mesh overlay. I prefer when the dresses are a cotton material. I just feel like they last longer, and they're generally sewn better. There's a cute little blue checker print top, It also comes with a Milk of Magnesia pink sequin dress with a starry lace at the bottom. I like the sequins, but I'm not sure about the lace on the bottom. I might remove it. There's a bit of a sweetheart neckline at the top. I actually think this seashell colored bodycon style dress is really nice. It has a decent stretch to it, and the fabric feels really lovely. It's definitely not satin, since, there's a stretch to it. It has a low gloss glimmer to it, very pearlesque, with just a hint of pleated ribbon at the bottom. I believe this dress is going to look super cute on a doll. Then there's this simple maroon floral dress. Usually these simple styles with just simple sweetheart neckline and a simple pattern are really nice dresses on all the doll shapes. It's some sort of polyester blend, which I actually prefer over the satin. Even though I don't mind the Snow White dress, and the purple does have a nice mesh over it, but that dress I'm going to have to do something to. The pack comes with some pairs of pants. I love this style of bell-bottom jeans. There's some nice green culottes. They're not full-length pants. There's a pair of spotted shorts. They're okay. I don't know if I would ever truly use them because I usually don't dress my dolls down that much, or at least in shorts. They're alright though. Then there's another pair of pretty deep pink culottes. I do like the color on these. I don't know if you can see that has sort of a multicolor shift. It's sort of a sturdy cotton. There's another top of a stiffer cotton feeling fabric. It's a nice quality fabric, but there's stretch to it, like a cotton denim blend might feel. It's cute, and I think it'll go nice with the jeans. I adore this black, pink, white color block crop top. I just have a thing about color block. I'm really impressed with the clothing in here. For $7.99, these are really decent clothes. So far, the only one I don't care for is that purple tie-dye half-sleeve t-shirt. It's meh. And then there's a picnic checkered print pair of shorts. They kind of look like boxers. I think I'm going to give these to the guys. Next up is just a simple t-shirt. It says nice day and has a cute little pattern on it. I don't mind the tees for when I do dress down the girls. I usually put them in like a tee and jeans. And I like having cute little t-shirts. Now for the accessory pack. I like this multicolored striped pattern on this. It's blue, white, and orange. Kind of like boating colors. It would be better to use as a bodysuit versus a bathing suit. Especially with this texture and cotton-like fabric. The next bikini is fluorescent yellow. It's like boy shorts and a bralette. What I really like about the bikini set is that I'm always whining about my dolls not having panties. But I think that these potentially could be good panties, except they might draw a little bit of attention because they're fluorescent yellow. The pack also comes with some boots. I like the little ribbon etching going down on the sides of the boots, but the shape of the boot is not my favorite. But at $7.99, who can complain? It also comes with this plastic molded ruffled purse. It almost looks like it could open, but it doesn't. There are hangers, which I'm always glad for because I like to make my boxes into closets. Of the shoes, I really like these yellow heels. They're my favorite. I like the style because it has this upper part. It allows for it to be more likely to still fit on a petite and not slide off. These pink heels with the hearts traversing down the center will probably fit Raquelle better than the shoes she came with, since they cannot stay on. Though I did try them, they do not fit well over her tights. unfortunately. Here's a pair of hot pink strappy heels, but they're too bright for her current outfit. A pair of purple ones, but they're a little squashed. If you open them up a little bit more, you can see they're actually cute. But with how soft of a plastic they are, you know that heel is just going to collapse under Barbie. Then there's a pair of royal blue ones. I have a ton of shoes from so many clothing packs like this. And even though I typically don't like mystery packs, I love these clothing mystery bags, mostly because I have a rough idea of what's in it. I really do like what I received this time. I didn't have any particular item that I was looking forward to that wasn't in there, so I'm not disappointed at all. For the next pack, let's start off with the pants. I love these spotted pants. I believe that is one of the reasons I picked this particular pack out, is because the patterned pants. And so it begins. I'm starting to get doubles, like the doubled pink culottes or the second color block crop top. So one thing about ordering two of the same mystery kits is you might end up with a lot of doubles. I have a turquoise and white checkered shorts, aka men's boxers. At least that's what they're going to become, men's boxer briefs. And even though I complain about my girls not having underwear, I don't really care about the guys. It's not like you can see up the guy's pants legs. But what I did like is this particular Ken the Movie Ken, where you can see the rim of his underwear poking out above his pants. And I think that might be a fun thing to duplicate using these checkered boxers. I do like this yellow t-shirt, but it's a double. I think it would be a great match to go with these. The t-shirt, though, is slightly lighter yellow, and I feel like the cut is a little bit more narrow. This multicolored layered dress is the first dress that I have not liked. But I do know how to fix it to make it cute. And that is to remove this entire pink layer. Even though the actual trim is cute, it has little bears running along the trim, underneath the whole thing there's a mesh layer that runs through it. And so I'm going to have to see how I'm going to fix it. You know, sometimes you have to separate things to make them cute. This is like a 1950s style prom dress. I do like it. For one, it's green, and you know how rare that is. Though, I'm not sure if I should do a sweetheart neck for it. I'll wait to see it on a doll. I like the texture it is. It's a medium satin, and you can see how bright that material actually is. But when you put this pattern mesh over it, it leaves an imprint on it that's really pretty. I think this pink and white hibiscus pattern dress is going to look really cute. I like this simple pattern on this. It feels like a light taffeta maybe. There's no stretch to it, but I do like this pattern of dress. I think it'll look really cute on Raquelle. This is the same maroon floral polyester-like fabric that was in the previous pack, but it's a different style. The last was a sweetheart with no sleeves, but this is a very simple quarter-sleeved dolman dress. I think they're both going to look very cute on a variety of doll figures. I already own this dress from a previous pack. I'll probably remove this trim at the bottom. Even though I like this seashell colored dress, I did get it in the last pack. So I guess I'm going to have to open an eBay shop now. Oh, so this is the ballroom gown I received from the pack. You know what it reminds me of? That MoMA dress that came out. Color palette wise. It has a very similar color palette. It's like abstract art on a dress. Well, on the mesh. The actual dress is just a plain satin. What I think will be cute is if I remove the satin gown part of the dress and make it into pants. You'll see what I mean. Repurpose and restyle using my sewing and imagination. The accessory pack, oh, I like this one. It has a little nightie that comes with a little pair of white panties. So I really like that set. Here is the bodysuit. It's supposed to be a bathing suit, but again, it will make a really great tank top. This pack also comes with 2 different pairs of tights, a black and a red pair, very Harley Quinn together, but it is 2 pairs. Okay, time for the most expensive set by an entire 50 cents. When you open it up, you get this vacuum seal. They want to make sure their clothes are fresh, freshly delivered straight to you. And inside the vacuum pack is more packaging. I don't know if I should open it up any further though. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And the thing is that I think I've had these chocolates before. And that is a bit of a problem. I'm definitely seeing duplicates from other packs I've purchased before. You might have seen this dress in my Operation Christmas video where I dressed the dolls I was giving away. For example, I know I have this baby blue and silver dress. It's cute. This black and white spotted dress looks familiar. I think this pink off the shoulder dress is cute. It kind of looks very childish, but when you put it on the doll, it's actually really cute. I definitely owned it prior. I'm not sure how I feel about this pink butterfly dress. The pattern is interesting, but the style isn't cut well. Some of these would be better as romper shorts, which I might do to fix this green dress, but it is really rare to have green Barbie clothes. I used to say that black was a rare color for Barbie to do, but as of the 2025 You Create Barbie Basics and some of the other 2025 releases, I can no longer say that. But green is still a color Barbie avoids. I think this green dress would be cute with a sweetheart neckline. It might even be nice as it is and just remove the straps. I'm going to have to see it on the doll before I decide what to do. This white floral dress already has a nice deep sweetheart neckline, and I know I don't have this dress. The next one is a serious baby doll dress. It has little ruffled sleeves at the end, and it looks really wide, like it could fit a bigger doll. I could probably change it into a pair of romper shorts and then do something about the neckline. I actually have a ton of these dresses with the sequins in the bottom front, but I do not have these particular colors. I prefer this purple and silver. It looks like a mirror, very disco ball. I like it. Even though I know it's the exact same as the gold one, but for some reason I just like the purple and silver better. I thought this purple and black striped dress was going to be longer. I think it's a little nightie dress or a long top. I do love purple and black. The other thing this pack comes with is little headbands. They're the kind that are kind of cutesy, like ears. And of course they just fell out on the opposite side. Why wouldn't they? So what we have is like Playboy rabbit ears, bear ears, cute little reindeer antlers with ears. I have a ton of these. Okay, before we start dressing Raquelle, let's check out her body. It is so unique. I was originally just going to make her a head on a stick and store her clothes away because I've been interested in those clothes since the Barbie Deluxe came out. So then I went to change her and I discovered more unique qualities. Her body is really unique. She's really muscular and look at the abs she has. And she's part of the itty bitty titty committee. It is very rare to have a Barbie with such a small chest. I was pleasantly surprised. Fit wise, she's pretty similar to a regular Barbie doll. The only problem is that some of these sweetheart dresses, because she's so little, like her rack isn't really holding up the clothes as much as I'd like. Please ignore Raquelle's messy room as she presents her clothing haul. I mean, she had to pull all this clothing out. And you know she's going to pick it up. Just not right now. This is one of the first dresses that I did not have to edit. I really enjoy the sweetheart cut on this particular dress. It lays perfectly well. It's made out of nice cotton. And it was cute without any adjustments at all. Most of the clothes that Raquelle will start out modeling are outfits I didn't have to make any adjustments to at all. This floral dress, for example, already had a nicely defined sweetheart neckline. The hibiscus pattern apron dress flows nicely, sits at a good length, and looks great with its square neckline. I also don't mind the ribbon straps on this dress. For me, the ribbon straps are hit or miss with these cheap packs. It all depends on how well they match the ribbon straps to the dress. Like this one, for example, the straps do not match the dress. They're a completely different color. Sure, they're white. But, of course, this dress would have been nicer if they were the same color green. It's still a cute dress. I didn't make any alterations to this one either. I think it's a lovely length and style. The biggest reasons I get these sets is because they were displaying some of the cutest patterned pants, and so I'm really happy about this pair of pants because I also ended up with another plain pair of jean ones here, and you know that one is a plain bootcut pants. This is one of my favorite dresses from the set, a beautiful lime satin with a floral mesh overlay, giving it such a lovely texture and finish. It also goes well with the shoes that she came with, since she has this pink floret around the waistline. Back when I used to go to Yardage Town, this fabric was usually over by the brocades. It was also a very nice quality fabric that wasn't cheap. I forgot the exact name of it. You can see there's like a color changing quality to it, and it goes great with this color block crop top. I'm still irritated that I have to use a rubber band to keep these shoes on. So next up is the two maroon floral dresses that both had the same fabric, a dolman and a sweetheart bodycon. I thought the sweetheart style was going to look better on Raquelle than the dolman, but I was wrong. You know, I don't know a lot about dressing this particular body style. Turns out the dolman looks better on her. The sweetheart actually makes her look even smaller in the chest, which is really strange because sweetheart necklines are supposed to make you look more buxom. So in my head, the purple and black striped nightie was longer, but if she bends over, it's over. It is so short. It's basically a shirt. It's still cute if you want to go for like a hoochie mama look. I decided against making any changes to the Snow White dress. It looks great as it is. I was thinking I could create sleeves using the bottom of this fabric, but that means I would have to cut an inch off the bottom and then hem it, and it would end up being like really short. And I didn't like the idea of making the skirt any shorter since I liked the length that it was. I decided to go ahead and keep it as it is. I knew that I had a bunch of sleeves from other outfits lying around, and these sleeves are from the Amazon clothing pack that has the black dresses. And I think they look lovely. They really make this look like a true Snow White dress. I like this dress. I think it looks just like a simple prom dress. You know, when the girls were trying to keep it simple. It has light satin at the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what the stretch fabric is around the chest. It's like a cross texture between a leatherette and a spandex. And I even like the bow on this dress. On to the next one. These Sequin skirt metallic dresses I personally find to be quite fun, even if the sequins don't go all the way around. There's also a gold one, but we won't be trying that one on. You know, I received a heavily sequin dress in a pack of clothes for $8. And this is why people were upset about the Bob Mackie dress that just came out with the glitter dots. I mean, Mattel couldn't even do real sequins, but I can get all these clothes for $8 with a doll that has sequins on it. So much so that I can see the reflection of my hand. Anyway, the top portion of the dress, I love its texture. It's like a smooth spandex. The next one is more like a heavier duty spandex. It has a nice muted shiny bone color like a seashell. It's a gorgeous dress and no alterations were needed. Well, it's time to start trying out clothes I did make alterations to. For this next one, I removed the mesh trim that was at the bottom of this pink sequin dress. There's a lot of room in her chest area, and with many of these sweetheart dresses, with the way they're stitched and cupped in the front, so that she's just floating in them, and they do not look good on her when you're up close. If she was the only doll I had, I could adjust it for her, but I do have other dolls, and most of my dolls are more voluptuous. So this hot pink spandex dress feels like a glove. I removed the bottom trim. The dresses look so much more mature and not like clothes made for kids. You could also use it as a skirt and use the trim and wrap it around her as a shawl or lacy top. And then you can place a bralette underneath. Here are the flare jeans with a satin purple top. This is the top half of the dress with the mesh overlay where I didn't like the top and bottom half together. I might eventually turn the bottom half either into a pleated or a bubble skirt, but I haven't really made up my mind. For some of the cutesy dresses, I thought they would look better as rompers, and that's what I converted them into. It works really well for more poofier skirted dresses like this off the shoulder dress or that baby doll dress. For this baby doll dress with the ruffled sleeves, I used my usual cheating technique because it has a really high neck in the front. So instead of cutting it, I simply flipped it around and cut the V out of the Velcro part and made that the front. So this green dress is the one I was showing you earlier that had the white striped straps. The straps kind of detract from the outfit. The print is cute and it's green, and I expressed how I felt about green, and I just tucked the straps into the dress, you know, in case later I decide that I still want to keep the straps. I also made the neckline into a sweetheart. I was thinking about converting it into a romper, but it's not that wide at the bottom as the other two were. And I found out the hard way that if the skirt isn't flared enough at the bottom, then it's going to be too tight around the legs. And I even ended up struggling with fitting this one on a petite doll when I converted it to a romper. So then I had to really go ahead and just convert it to a bathing suit. And even at this point, it still only works for a petite because the torso is too short after the romper conversion. I wanted to keep my restyling of these outfits as simple as possible, so I was only going to do things like maybe taking a square neck and making it into a sweetheart, but the ribbon matches so well with this red, white plaid dress, and it would look really good without the ribbon also. But the one thing that I did differently on this dress that I didn't do with the others is I hemmed it to be slightly shorter. Can I just say that Raquelle looks swell in pastel? She looks so pretty in this little fairy dress. I knew this dress would look cute if I could remove that pink trim. I felt the sweetheart cut was good. I like the blue on green pastels together and the mesh. Do you remember this trim? It's super adorable with the little bears. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll think of something, but not this time. And I was able to simply seam rip it out. I didn't have to worry about the length because the backing mesh. The only other thing that I needed to make was a panty because you could see clear through all the lace. Personally, I feel like seam ripping takes forever, so I felt like this one took more work than the rompers, even though the rompers were a bit of work too. But none of them compared to the final dress. The one that I did the most work on was actually that big abstract mesh ball gown. I cut the ball gown part of the dress out. I used part of the fabric for the panty for that fairy dress, and the remaining I converted into a pair of slacks. The slacks that she's wearing underneath this dress, and you can see it through the mesh of the dress. And this is what it looks like with the Velcro to the back. I did show my sister, and she was the one who made the suggestion of putting the Velcro to the front. I do like the pants are showing more, but I kind of prefer the Velcro to the back because I like the smoothness of the front. Which way do you think is better? I mean, I like them in both directions, I suppose, but what do you think? So, for under $30, this is all the clothes I got. A good majority of the clothes are decent quality, decent fabric, and decent fit. There's a few pieces, because of my own personal taste, that I changed up. I'll put the links to them in my description if they're not sold out or anything. I don't have any affiliation with them. It's just that I really like the pattern of their pants. That's what drew me to them. And don't forget, it's a blind box. So what you get won't necessarily be what I got. And hey, you, with the sewing machine collecting dust, are you going to try and sew now? Because you should. But until then, you could just watch me play. And until next time, thanks for playing dolls with me.
If you like that video, you should consider watching one of these. Watch this one. Do it. Do it now. You're not doing anything about it. You know you're not. Oh, and like it and subscribe.